Welcome to this brand new channel called RiVR Unwrapped. It's an unboxing and preview channel showing you the latest technology and more to come into the RiVR offices. And today we've got a really interesting one by a Chinese company called DPVR, and they've produced this brand new 4K VR headset. Now, in truth, I don't really know much about DPVR as far as the VR world goes, but they are a new brand on the horizon and they have sent us this to have a very quick look at. So on the front of the box, you've got an image of the DPVR headset and it looks kind of interesting. We've, in our office, had quite a few different types of headsets come in from brands like Pico and HP, to Oculus and Vive, but this is a standalone as far as I'm aware. It doesn't need any kind of high power computer to be able to run it. It will just solely run it on its own, but I would hazard a guess the likelihood it is only 3 degrees of freedom, and with that it means that you're able to watch 360 content and you'll be able to see all around everywhere as you do with VR, but you won't be able to move about. On the box it says it's 4K, which is pretty good. You want to have the best resolution you possibly can to view 360 video and other different types of VR content, and it's claiming 4K resolution. It also says on the box that it has a design award for 2019. Now, I can't tell you whether that is true or not, but without further ado, let's have a look inside and see what it looks like. So lifting the lid off the top of the box, we've got the VR headset itself. So we'll take that out for now. And we've got a little box that's likely going to be full of different types of cables. So we'll put this to one side. So we've got a bit of paperwork. We've got a remote, which is quite good, gives you the opportunity to be able to navigate around without having to deal with fiddly buttons on the side of the headset. Comes with 2 AAA batteries. Unfortunately, it doesn't come with a USB Type-C, it just comes with a normal micro USB cable, and it comes with a small power brick. That is American, which is not good for us in the UK, but I'm sure we can find one lying around our offices somewhere. So the paperwork, it says DPVR. It's very much written in Chinese, so there's not much to be able to read there for us in the UK, but we'll have a look at the main instruction manual very quickly to see if there is any clues. There's a few areas in English, but predominantly most of it is in Chinese. So the likelihood is I'm going to be following, when I come to actually review this headset, the images on this instruction manual. So have a quick look at the remote before we get into the headset. So the remote looks like it's got a home button, it's got a return button, and this big kind of button at the top clicks. It's got a clicky mechanism to it, but we won't know until we actually get the headset on whether there's any kind of touch feature. There could be, there probably won't be, but there could be. And there is also a trigger on the bottom of it as well. And finally to the headset. Now this is the DPVR headset and it's got a very interesting aesthetic. On the exterior front, it has this kind of like pink into a blue kind of hazy chrome effect, which is different to some VR headsets that we've come across in the past. They're all very plain and boring, shall we say, either being white, grey or black for the most part. So it does give it something to set itself apart. Now on the front of it, it does say DPVR Personal Cinema, and it says DPVR right in the center of it. Now it's got some plastic covering on it, which I think we should take off, but it's just giving us a little bit of a guide in English as to where things are. So on the right hand side of the headset, you've got the touchpad. Then on the left hand side of the headset, you've got a 3.5mm headphone jack, a micro USB port, and the power on button. On the underside of the headset, you've got the volume button, the SD card slot, and the return button. So plenty of buttons all around. and I think we should have a look at the headset without this plastic all over it. Now I will say that was quite satisfying. The sizzle test passed hugely. There was plenty of plastic to remove off this. And now that it's taken off, we can have a really, really good look at the actual headset itself. So it's pretty similar in terms of aesthetic to quite a lot of other manufacturers' headsets. Nothing too slim, nothing particularly overly too bulky. It has got a foam padded inlining, and it's got two rather large lenses on the inside of it, pretty decent, but it doesn't look like it appears that it could be adjustable. So that may be a markdown when it comes to actually wearing this particular headset, and maybe also why it potentially could be at a lower price point to some of the ones that are more adjustable. The head strap is purely elastic and doesn't have anything particularly sturdy at the back side of your head to be able to kind of really lock it on and adjust it. It's all done by Velcro straps on either side of this particular headset and above to give you that kind of tailored fit. It does have DPVR on a little label on the back of it, embossed into that label. Yeah, I think it's time to sort of put it on my head and see what the comfort levels are of the DPVR headset. So first off the bat, I have got a little bit of light leakage around the nose area and around the side areas of this headset. Now, please excuse me for wearing this headset whilst telling you, but it's the only way I can give you a true understanding of where this has maybe potential flaws. On the other side of it, it isn't uncomfortable, particularly around the nose. It's pretty comfy and it doesn't feel too heavy on the head. We'll have to do some testing of the DPVR 4K to really find out whether it is actually any good. But as it stands for now, that is it. I hope you enjoyed the preview of this particular VR headset, and stay tuned to RiVR Unwrapped for more unboxings just like this. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll catch you for another unwrapping.